how do you know when something is a calling on your life? Or is it just something that you like, or is it something that's ordained by God and you like, you just don't know, right? I think, you know, it's a calling on your life, for me, is when it just won't leave you alone. Singing, being a professional gospel singer, as good as I am, has never been in the cards for me growing up. Growing up, I wanted to be a pilot. I wanted to fly commercial airplanes and be in the sky. I'm obsessed with anything that flies and lifts off the ground. And that's all I wanted to do. But growing, you know, in life, living, you start acquiring other skills in the meantime. So, you know, while I'm still going to school, trying to be a pilot still, even in college, trying to get into the military and be a pilot for them for free, I'm singing. Now I like gospel music. Now I joined this choir. Now I'm a little bit good at this. Now I'm starting to lead solos. Now I run into a friend who wants to be my manager and now tells me that I should do this for real and be an artist. Somebody shy like me, an introvert. I am introverted by nature, y'all. I may fool the blind only because I am a chameleon. I am very adaptable, and I know I have enough skill to switch to be an extrovert. I do. But I genuinely am a house cat. I don't like going a lot of places. A lot of people give me anxiety when I'm around a lot of people. So being in the spotlight was never something that I had planned and dreamt for myself. And when I started singing and I started realizing that people were being affected, people were coming to me telling me that they were blessed, and I started to surpass people who were my mentors. And I was like, what is this thing that won't leave me alone? I owe it to myself to really, really push my own talent, my own vision in a way I cannot, while I'm young, okay, while I have hair on my head, my hairline is somewhat intact, while my teeth is somewhat in my mouth, like, I owe it to myself to invest in me and not just to be somebody's employee. So I'm an employee now, and I plan on being for as long as I can, but I still want my own. Then I realized that ownership is important, and then I had to switch my mind from working for somebody to now building my own things, taking on all the risk and responsibility, the financial burdens of it all. It just would not leave me alone. And I just had to come to the conclusion that this is a calling on my life. Nobody out there singing is worshiping like I am. I know people who are worshiping, but they're not major. They're not on large platforms. They're in small churches, very niched areas in gospel music. Everywhere I go to perform, I'm the only one worshiping. I'm the only one who gets that mic and get on stage, and I'm ready to go into a spirit of worship and to elevate the people with me. I'm the only one doing that. And I'm just like, I think there is a need for my presence in the industry, and I owe it to myself to get it done. And now I got to navigate social media. I'm so bad with social media. I've been bad ever since MySpace and Facebook first came out. And now I got to figure out how to use these platforms to elevate and market myself. Now I got to be a marketer. It's so much to this in a world of ever-evolving algorithms that you have to understand. It's a lot. And and at this point, it's a calling because it won't leave me alone. I've amassed this talent to do what? be satisfied with a 9-to-5 job for the rest of my life. No. And that's it. Nothing's wrong with a 9-to-5 if that's what you want to do. If I wanted to be the president of my company, I would sit my tail in Oklahoma City and be the best worker they ever wanted to see. But that ain't what I see for myself. I see something greater, something that I can own, something that'll make more room for me and put me in spaces that I deserve to be in, because I have the mind, the intelligence, and the emotional EQ to do this. I see people with half of that stuff in larger positions. Imagine if I can occupy those spaces. Anyway, that's a long tangent. But if you can't escape something, y'all, it might be a calling on your life. Positively. Okay, if something can't escape you negatively, then that's a whole nother discussion. But if something is calling you in a space that you just can't shake off, and people will tell you what you're good at, then that might be your calling. Pray about it, and then hone your craft if that's the direction you decide to go. Be a master at that thing. Be the best at it. Be the best at it. Nobody in any room, and I'm not being overconfident, in any room that I step in, I know that I am out singing and out ministering 95% of the people who are already there. I already know that what I have, nobody else could deliver. So anyway, because I know I've done my work, I've mastered that thing, and I've consecrated my heart, and I do this for real. I don't do this. This does not pay my bill. For a lot of people, it pays their bills, so they see it different. Me, I come from an angle of wanting to do it, not having to do it. So it's more genuine, it's more authentic coming from me, because I do it for the love of it, and not because I need a bill paid. So anyway, let me pray y'all out. 20 minutes is good enough. Father God, we lift you higher, yeah.